What is going on? This one is man here, back with another episode of My Thoughts On, and today we're gonna do my thoughts on GTA. Well, not GTA 5, but the whole series in that. So GTA 5, not GTA, well, Grand Theft Auto is basically a series that is quite close to my heart in it. Not as close as Doom in it. I think Doom is still a game in that, because basically it's like the first game I actually played it, not as a kid in that, but it was basically like the first game that got me into like retro games and like all the FPS games in there, like Duke and Quake and Wolfenstein and Blood and that. But like Grand Theft Auto is basically important for me. Well, basically GTA is basically important me for an adult or a late teens, as what Doom did for my early teens in that. So basically, I started playing Doom when I was like 14, and I played GTA when I was like 18 in that. So yeah, I think Doom and the GTA series are really close to my heart in that, not as close to it. So let's just talk about my history in that. So I mentioned it a bunch of times in that, since I like did my live stream. If you guys watch my live streams, basically you know a bit of it. I grew up with strict parents in that, and I never played GTA in that. So the first time I heard about GTA was basically GTA 4 in that. I briefly remember seeing posters for that, like Nico Bellic with like that thing with his gloves in that. That's the first thing I knew about GTA in that. And I didn't know much about GTA until I went to into media in there, and that's when I made friends with like Shannon and Dean was another friend in there, and they basically played GTA since San Andreas, like played GTA. I think I've told to Shannon that. I think the first game he played in it was San Andreas, and he played it like when he was like 6 years old. And Dean, they played Vice City first, and then San Andreas, and then GTA 4 in that when he was like even younger in that. So yeah, I have like so my past experience of GTA was basically recently in that. So I literally couldn't, since I had strict parents in that, I couldn't like play GTA games in that until I was around 17 and 18 in there, and that was basically it. So, and I remember it was like one important event that happened in my life, and that was basically when GTA 5 came out. I remember seeing the trailers. I remember basically seeing like they even played like ads on TV in it. That's how even was hyped in it. And I actually remember like when GTA 5 came out, like it was like the day, like literally the day it came out in that. It was like a school day in that. And basically all my friends, and like half the class, and basically half my class in that, was basically gone because they basically, because obviously, because I had like less strict parents than I did in that. And they basically just played GTA, they basically like played GTA 5 in that. They played GTA 5 when it came out in that. It didn't, and that was like, I don't know what day it, but I remember they played it, and I had my friend Shannon in it. He basically didn't come to school for like the rest of the weekend after GTA 5 came out, so yeah, that was kind of a sad thing. So I was basically like lonely for a day, because all my friends were playing while I was at school, like studying stuff like that. They were playing GTA 5. Oh my goodness, that was. I've actually never done that. Like seriously, my parents are so strict in that they never let me stay home for my birthday and that. So that's basically my GTA series, like GTA, like GTA 5 and stuff like that. That was basically my experience with the GTA series and that. But even though I said I never played the GTA series, for some reason my parents still let me watch like leaks. I remember when Toby Buskus, I mean like Toby Games that first played it. That's when I first like watched like videos on like the first thing I had to do was like GTA was like videos of GTA on YouTube and that. Yeah, for some reason my parents were strict. I was strict enough. I wasn't allowed to play GTA games at 14 years old, but yet I was still allowed to like watch like videos of like GTA and that on YouTube and that. And that's when I like got into like, well, I didn't really like watch many GTA games and that, but it was mostly like through like I had heard of like Vice City and San Andreas and through like word of mouth, and I was like playing like this is when I got into like Back to the Future and it. And GTA 5, and then I heard about Vice City and San Andreas was like playing like watching those old GTA videos of like the DeLorean in it, because it was like one of the most popular mods for GTA in there. That's what and I think in retrospect, I think like really I remember like watching those like I was like really impressed with like they have like the DeLorean and GTA in it, but like oh my goodness, I cannot wait to play it, but I can't because I'm 18 years old. And it'll be disappointing like years later to be like, oh no, it's a mod in there. But I remember hearing about GTA 5. GTA 5 was like the game I got really like I was like first heard of it, but never played it until like much later in that. So yeah, I remember like playing through like GTA 5 was basically like, watching videos in there. And it was like through like mod videos in there. And that was like this was like around late 2015, like 2016 in there. That was when I started like watching like started watching videos in there. I did not get into GTA fully in that until I was around, well, around late. It was basically one person who actually got me into GTA games in there. Basically all the classic GTA games in there. Marcel. If you're watching this, Marcel, I want to say thank you for watching. For introducing me to the GTA series in there. And that was basically, he was basically my support worker and stuff like that. That's what they call it in that, because I was basically, I'm autistic in that. So yeah, so he basically got me into he actually got me into the GTA games in that. Cause I got into Doom in that. So he did introduce me to GTA games in that. And that was like around the time I actually got myself I started rebuying I got myself that's when I started replaying the GTA. I started like rebuying console I had as a kid, and so I had a PS1 in there. Didn't have any games on it, just a few demos in there, and that was it. And I also bought myself GTA. I also bought myself a PS2 in there. And this was Marcel was even nice enough to drive me all the way to South. I think it was either South or North Auckland in there, because that's when I was picking it up in there. Yeah, that's basically what I thought about. That's when I first brought the GTA series in there. And he actually let me just show you. He got me the GTA games in there. And I still have the GTA games in there. GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. He actually imported it. He actually imported all the games in there from Germany in there. So you can actually tell right. Oh, let me see. Right here, you can tell it's German in it, because it has the German logo in there. And if you guys wondering, I went through the whole games in it. There's no censorship on that. I went through all the German version in that. So if you're watching this Venom M, or if you're watching this Venom M, if you guys want Venom M, if you're watching this and you wanna, and if you want some footage of the German versions in it, I've got them right here, buddy. So yeah, that's how I got into the GTA, and that's how I got into the history of GTA games in that. I remember we played it, GTA 3, which is the first game I actually, with his help, that I managed to complete 100%. Not 100%, but it was the first GTA game I ever completed in that. It's actually the only GTA game I actually completed in that. So, yes, he got me into that. We started playing GTA 3, and then we carried on to Vice City in that, because, well, you gotta play these games out of order in that. Because technically, well, even though this one came first in that, Vice City actually was the first in the timeline, then GTA San Andreas, and then GTA 3. So these two are basically prequels in that. So actually, to be honest, you can play any of the GTA games out of order in that. You don't need finish finish GTA 3 and carry on to Vice City in there, and carry on to Vice City in there, and then finish through GTA Vice City to go through GTA San Andreas. Even though a few returning characters from Vice City do return GTA 5 in there. So yeah, so he basically got me into so he was the one that got me into it, and that was when I was and that was a turning. I played those games when I was 17 in there, but I think, to be honest, I think my parents didn't mind me playing GTA when I was 17, because, well, one, those games, I was around that, I was about mature enough, and I think it was when they realized that I was basically not going to copy the games in it. And also, two, these games, GTA 4, 5 when I first played it, this came out, this game's going to turn 20 years old this year, so yeah, it was basically around 20 years old at this point. So yeah, so basically that's how old these games were in that. So that's probably the reason why they probably let me play GTA games in that. And then it was GTA, and oh shit, I should have got the game. But I think the first GTA game I properly brought myself in that, and it was through him. I played properly the first GTA game I actually owned in that was GTA 4 in that. That was the first game I've owned in that. This very copy in that. That was the first time I actually played the HD ones in there. And it looks, well, I was actually blown away a lot, especially since this one actually has 1080p. It looks impressive on my Xbox in that. And that was the first one I actually started Xbox, the PlayStation in that. Yeah, I got the Platinum one. This is the first one I got. I think I got this. I'm trying to remember. It was actually, how old was I? I was turning 7. How old was I? 17. I was 2000. It was 2000. I was 17 in 2016. Was it? It was because I remember buying this game around near Christmas time in it when I was 17. So 2016, around late 2016. Because I was when I was 17 years old in that. And that was and even though this was more graphically impressed in that, it looked it doesn't look it looked blurry in it. But I'm pretty sure to be honest, I think my parents strictness kind of got loose about this year and that, but not at the moment. But I mean, it's still strict in there, but not as strict as maybe because I've matured enough in that. Seriously, at 17, so I basically probably played the GTA games in that when I was 17 in that. But I think around this time, my parents, like, understood that I was, like, mature enough to play these old, like, these R-rated games in there. So, yeah. So, the first R-18 game I actually played was GTA 3 in there, which... Is it still cool? Is it still GTA? I think it is still 18 in there. So, yeah, I basically played all those classic games in there. And that's when I first heard about GTA 1 and 2 in there. The first 2D games in there, which Marcel actually never played. I think the first GTA game that Marcel played was Vice San Andreas in there. So, because he used to like play those like those FIFA games in there. And heck, I think I actually like I've actually brought over a few other games in there. I'll probably like show that a bit later in that, but. I should be honest, I don't know if I still... I think the other games I have, I think I got rid of them. Yeah, I think the other... Sorry, Marcel, I got rid of, like, the other games in it. I think it was, like, Gran Turismo. And, I think the other one was, like, X-Files in there. That was the 2 games I got rid of it. Sorry, Marcel, if you're watching this, you're probably going to be... I don't know if you're watching my... I don't think you're watching my video. So, I'm basically playing all those, other games in there. And around this time, actually, like, I remember, like, trying to track down the original GTA, 1 game in it, and apparently I couldn't find it on Steam, and it got removed. The only time I played GTA 1 was actually, well, I only played it through the demo on DOSBox in there, and I actually really did enjoy GTA in there, and that was, like, around the time, so I was, like, playing, like, well, basically, when I was, like, around the time when I got, like, into GTA in it, that's when Mega Zombie Man uploaded his, first GTA game in it. I remember watching it, and it was GTA, San Andreas in it, and that was, I was like, huh. I think, actually, no, I think I uploaded it before I received GTA San Andreas in it, so, I think his video, I think he, like, his first one in that, I think that was when he used the Xbox version in that, so, yeah, basically, he uploaded it before I actually received it, and I actually remember, like, replaying it the same way he did in that, because I showed Marcel these videos in there, he was, like, quite funny, so he got me, I think it was, like, because of Marcel and Mega Zombie 1.5, they got me into it. And that's when I started watching, like, that's when I started watching, like, a bunch of the GTA Let's Plays, and I started watching, like, Thoghts TV, I started watching, not Badger Good, that was, like, later on, GTA series, I started watching Van and Imp around this time in there. I think it was, I think the first time I heard about, like, Van and Imp was his, like, why the Steam version of, GTA San Andreas was banned in it, and that was the version I actually own in there, and yeah, it is, even though it has, like, DRM-free, it's not really good in there, so, yeah, got into it. So, fast forward until my 18th birthday in it, and since I was turning 18 in it, I asked my sister Veronica if I can have GTA, since I was 18 in it, if I can ask her if I can have GTA 5 for PS3, and I remember my first day of my my birthday in that, my 18th birthday, and I remember she actually gave it to me. I knew which one it was in that. I think actually, it was like the day Marcel was supposed to be there, and that the afternoon, and I literally couldn't wait. So I unwrapped it, and yes, I finally got it. GTA 5 in it. And apparently, she told me that this is actually, and I checked the disc in that, this is actually a brand new copy in that. This is not pre-owned in that. This is actually one of the, I think it's like out of print and stuff like that, yeah, because I received this in 2017 is when I turned 18 years old in there. GTA 5 for like PS4 and PC and like other consoles in there had already come out and stuff like that. So yeah, I remember playing it. I'm actually halfway through this. I remember playing this game. I didn't like literally like skip school in that to like play this game in that. I remember playing it. I didn't play that much in it because, like, well, one, it's like, my mum, for some reason, even my mum was, like, a bit, like less strict with me because I'm, like, 18, I can do whatever I want. She didn't want me to, like, play it in front of her because she doesn't like the swearing and the violence in that, so I have to play it. And also, too, my younger sister, Rachel, she was actually actually, no, I was born in 99, she was born in 2002, so 99, 2000, 2001, 2002. She was, like, 3 years younger than me as well. Well, 2 years younger than me. So I couldn't like play in front of her in it. So I was literally like, the only 2 places I can play. Like, 1, I can only play at night, or 2, if they're both out, if Rachel is in a room, or if Mum's out of the room in it. So I was literally I can only have like a little bit of I literally just didn't like play this I can only like play it up in my down in the house in it until my friend nephew in that. He let me keep his old TV in there, and that was when I play GTA 5 in my room in there. I can play it anytime I want. Well, as long as, like, no one's using PS3 in there. Because, still, I am planning on buying myself another PS3 of my own in there. I'm, like, getting, like, a console collection in there. Even though I barely use the consoles in there. So, yeah, I basically have to, like, play the GTA, like, because, like, the PS3 is, like, like a family owned in it. So I'd like played the PS3. I'd bring it up to my room now, but I'd like do it when like no one's using it. And sometimes like, I forget because like my dad like goes up to my room and like says, "Hey, where's the PS3?" Be like, I'll like go down like, "Oh, there it is." Let me just unplug it. And I put it back in it. So yeah, it's kind of annoying in it, but obviously you guys like know. So GTA 5 and stuff like that is basically when I got into the GTA series and that. So yeah. So after that, I remember it was like, when did the thing come out? This was like around, I remember like around late 2018 and that. They were announcing the PlayStation Classic and that. And, well, I was semi-hyped in that because because I didn't ever like grow up the PlayStation. I was actually kind of like on the fence with like the early PlayStation. Not because I'm not nostalgic in it, but I really wanted the reason why I wanted the PlayStation Classic in that is because of the game. Is because I never owned a bunch of PlayStation games in it. They were expensive. Like, go and trade me in it. They were like overpriced and stuff like that. So that's the reason why I want to buy it. Because I like have like a bunch of like full versions of it. But then I heard GTA 1, the classic one, the one that for some reason Rockstar doesn't want you to play that. They say you can like download it off their GTA Classics line in there, but it's like Rockstar Classics in it. But that site's been like down for like ages in there. So, and that was like the only one I can legally like pay for like the actual full version in that. So I finally got it, and so I finally got GTA. I remember when I didn't like buy it when it first came out. I remember buying it when when did it come out? It came out like I think it was like $100 in it. I brought it like when it was like, maybe I did buy it when it came out. I don't remember, but it's still up here actually. So yeah, I still got it. For funny enough, it's actually still inside the box in that. I remember taking it out. It's not like brand new stuff like that. I still like opened it and stuff like that. Yeah, GTA. Like the GTA, like the PlayStation Classic in that. Let me just actually, is it in the thing? Where is it? GTA. Oh, there it is. See that right there? I don't know if you guys can see the camera. That screenshot. You can't see it right now, but this is Grand Theft Auto. That was the reason why I brought this. Not all the other games in it, even though I actually played through all the games in it. I actually really enjoyed the other games in it, but Grand Theft Auto was the reason why I brought this in it, because you can't buy it anywhere else and stuff like that. So yeah. So let's go school for a few years in that. It's 2019 in that. I've graduated from high school in that. I've gone into Unitech in that, and that's where I met my girl. That's when I met new friends in that. And yeah, basically, and that was when something kicked in that. It was my one of my ex-girlfriends in that got me into like. She got me into like Xbox and that. So this is when I think this is literally when the floodgates came out, because I was literally I was on a shopping spree in that. Like this is when I basically like just re-brought like every GTA game I actually owned in that. You can call me a hoarder all you want, but I was like literally I just brought it for like I basically buy all the GTA games, even physically in that for PC. I brought it for PC. I brought it for Xbox One. I brought it all for PC. I basically own all the classic GTA games that are available on Steam right now, and I own it for like a billion other consoles in that. Yes, I basically brought it from like even breed. I also own a really awful remaster of GTA San Andreas in that. And yes, I recently rebought it now in that on mobile in that. So yeah, let me just show you what version. Let me just show you like each. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna show up on screen in that, but is it all diverse? Oh my goodness. So actually no. We'll replace it with the Xbox One. Where's my Xbox? Here it is. So oh my goodness, this is gonna be a mess and stuff like that. So yeah. Oh my goodness, this is all the GTA games these are all the ones, and yes, you can see like multiple ones in there, but seriously, I'm a bit of a I think it's going overboard in that. I know with like Doom in there, you can like buy it on like, I brought the Doom on every system, because that is basically my blood and bone. Literally, that's basically in my blood at the moment. Doom is my blood, so obviously I'm buying it on I think every PC, in my opinion, deserves its own copy of Doom. Even my old computer that I'm using more still has a copy of Doom in it. Yeah, but then it's basically like it's just a today in that, and I was literally trying to like this is when I got myself like this leads up to like I think I started like buying the GTA games, and I think I I think the first one the first one I actually brought myself in that. Well, the first one I brought like for multiple consoles or GTA 5, GTA 3 in that for the Xbox One. I actually owned this before I actually owned the original, the OG Xbox itself in that. So that was basically it. I think I brought like I brought this online in that. It was like I think it was literally like I wasn't new. I was talking to the other game I got. So I basically brought this in that. And you know the other friends in that. Oh god, I'm just gonna. Oh my goodness, I just took out the whole bloody collection. Isn't that right? Yeah. Oh shit, I didn't talk about I should have talked about this. Never mind. Yeah, basically, my friend when he gave me the TV, he also gave me GTA GTA. Yeah, so GTA San Andreas on PS3, 360, PS2. Xbox, yes, I brought, this is the recent one I brought, Xbox One, and I also own it on mobile as well, and Steam. Actually, I owned it both, actually. I remember when the Rockstar launcher came out, it came with GTA San Andreas 3, and be like, okay, as long as it's better than the Steam one. God, that was awful. That spinning glitch in it gave me, like, a fucking headache when I first saw it, like, oh my goodness, I ruined it so badly in that. Yeah, so, you can call me whatever you want, but then, literally like 3 months ago, before I started the GTA series and that's when I first got this. Finally, after I literally like waited like a year, like I tracked down Trade Me until I finally found it. This was basically when my search ended at for finally the full version of GTA 1 that is not from that's not the PC, that's not from the Xbox, that's not the PlayStation Classic and stuff like that. The original PC version in that. For some reason, I don't know why Rockstar has not brought this along for like PC and that. It's not even on like Steam and that. They pulled it off Steam for some dumb reason. Even oh my god, I'm actually not gonna give it back in that. Even GTA 2 in that. I've actually owned like all the GTA games that from GTA 1 to 5 physically, literally. Oh my goodness. How times have changed, isn't it? Actually, I should probably just actually wait. It's gonna be reversing the camera anyway, Nate. So yeah, basically I mean it's enough for Randall, but that leads us actually to the day, Nate, and I recently just live streamed all the GTA games from 1 to 5. Sorry I couldn't do like the big 40-hour video in there. That was literally just God, that was a bit of a pain. Yeah, thanks. Oh my goodness, that editing software, so yep, so that's basically a GTA game in that. So GTA series in that. I don't know if GTA 6 is going to come out anytime soon in that. I think it will eventually come out, to be honest. They can't, because I think like everyone else is like literally the seeds have been literally being sown in there. It has to like GTA. You can't run away from GTA 6 forever, Rockstar. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I could talk about like Liberty City stories and that. I think I brought it from a store in that. Yeah, I believe so. It's secondhand. I like it. You can tell right there. This is I don't know what the hell to be honest in that. It's actually an X rental to be honest. But I remember buying this from EB Games. But yeah, this is basically like Liberty City stores and that. And I think I just brought it for Lost in a Damned and I didn't even finish through half of it. Yeah, so that's basically what I brought in there. I don't think I think I brought this right like after I think I brought this like after Marcel. I don't know if he quit or like retired, but he's a real estate agent now. So I think I brought this like right after after Marcel retired in that. So yeah, I think that'll be in I think it was enough rambling about the GTA series and that. But you guys already know my favorite. Oh, you guys already obviously know what my favorite GTA games and that. It's GTA San Andreas and Vice City both together and that. I like the other GTA games for like other reasons and that. Like GTA, I think GTA 4 has like even actually like it's I don't know why, but I like its setting and stuff like that. The story is like not that groundbreaking that. GTA 5, I like it for its not only its graphics in that, but also like its type of the story's a lot more lighthearted than that. And, well, I don't know, I think it's like, just something about these two games in that, I really like those games in that. And I recently did, like, complete, I think, besides GTA 3 in that, I'd say, like, GTA 3 is, like, the only game I actually completed that. I recently did complete it, like, a month ago, with the help of a friend in that. I actually did finish GTA Vice City. Not 100% or anything, but I finished it. That's the only. So GTA 4 and GTA 5. There's a receipt right there. GTA. These are the only 2 games I actually completed. Like, actually finished in that. I'm stuck on this bloody flying mission in that. On this, this is the PC version in that. Where's the? Oh my goodness! Look at that. God, that's a. Let me just take the camera out. God, look at this! Look at this fucking mess! Look at it all. There's all a bunch of GTA games in that. Just okay. Where's the PlayStation 2 version? Yeah, basically like that's what I'm stuck on the PlayStation 2 version. I seriously need a new fucking camera. So yeah. So there's enough rambling in that. So so if GTA 6 ever comes out in that, I don't know. I could do like another my thoughts on video about it, but. Yeah, so anyway, I think that'll be enough for my GTA series and that. So if you guys wanna rewatch the whole if you guys wanna rewatch the whole like streams and that, I'll put the playlist down below so you can watch it from GTA 1 to GTA 5 and that. If you have like time to kill, 40 hours of time if you're gonna, or if you guys wanna watch it one by one, like for like each day do like GTA games. So it's like 9 streams in that, so it's gonna be like 9 days worth of like streams, like 9 streams in that. Well, maybe just like do 2 streams a day in that. That's what I do in that, because it's not gonna be well for the other 2 in that. I think after GTA 5 in there is when they go up to like 5 and 6 hours and stuff like that. So yeah. Also link down below the other my thoughts on videos, like past ones in that. Yeah, I should do this. I should do the series more often than that, but I'm just running out of because I literally had like GTA, the GTA series was gonna be like. Let me just do that the first game. Man. GTA like what the GTA series was gonna be like a one. I was gonna like do like a let's play it. It was gonna do like my thoughts on for a long time in there, but I just didn't know when. I was literally just gonna wait until GTA 6 got like at least GTA 6 got announced in there, but. It's gonna be like it's not gonna happen anytime soon in that. So maybe just do it like now after like what I did with like what I did with my Xbox One was like basically in reverse actually. I just did the Xbox One, then like the Xbox reviews in that. And it's basically like but then the streams first and then my thoughts on that. So yeah. So anyway, my stream man, enough rambling for me. The video's gone a bit long. It's gone long enough in that. Probably like my thoughts on video anyways. Alright, see you, which repeat in the next video.